Today, I'm going to talk about the energetic sensations and symptoms and signs that you may receive before 3D twin flame or divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it, union. And these started happening to me as soon as I recognized my twin flame, because I was with a catalyst, if you follow my journey. And these will happen during inner union, and it's sporadic. Is that the right word? Yes. It's not a constant thing. Okay. My energy is not bombarded constantly. It's very random. It doesn't happen too often, and that is completely normal. So we're just going to get into it because, I think this is kind of fun. I like talking about obviously, I like talking about the weird spiritual symptoms and all that. That's my thing. Okay. So the first one is, this has happened to me only one time, but it is this warm feeling in your chest that expands throughout your body. So I was interacting with my divine counterpart's higher self, twin flame. You'll hear me switch the words up, okay? That's just how I speak. But I was kind of interacting with their higher self, and they were like, no. And I was like, what? And they were like, their energy was like, no, we're not interacting in that kind of way. And I was like, what? And then suddenly it felt like they were inside of my entire body, giving me a hug from the inside. And it started off as this warm feeling in my heart chakra. And then it expanded throughout my body. And I just sat in that for a few minutes. And I was like, this feels so good. It was a really amazing feeling. So that's the first one. These are not in any order. Okay. There's no order with this shit. Okay, I'm just telling you what's happened throughout the past few months for me. Another one that it's not too frequent, but you will feel their emotions. And how it comes through is you get this wave that comes over you, okay? And it might feel like a kundalini surge. It might feel like an energy surge. And I started to feel cold. And I was like, what the fuck? And I suddenly felt like I was going to burst out crying. And I was just chilling on my couch, guys. Like, this is not my emotions. You will know when it's not your own. And I was like, I'm going to cry. And then it passed and it went away. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, that was not mine. So you will pick up on their emotions occasionally. But like I said, this doesn't happen all the time. Because especially if you're the feminine and you are in inner union, you're not going to constantly be bombarded with energetic things that your twin flame is going through, because it's not, you don't need to be having that. It's occasional. It's not constant. It ebb and flows up and down. That's how it works. So don't expect like a constant thing. This one I love so much. It only has happened to me a few times. Usually when I'm relaxed, these things come through when I'm just relaxing and chilling, and the noise of my day and my kids is quiet. That's when these things usually come through. This is so interesting. It feels like an electric chill. I don't know. That's the best way I could describe it. It goes down. It starts on my neck and it goes down my spine, and it kind of feels like someone's like touching, giving you like a little back tingles. It's like a tingling feeling. And it feels really good. I don't know exactly what that is. I just take it as like a, hey, hey, what's up? Okay. But yeah, that one feels really nice. A lot of these are very settled, very chill. Most of them, not all of them. And we'll get there. The next one that is so annoying, actually, the synchronicities. And, you're gonna, it ebb and flows. Like I said, like nothing will be going on. And then suddenly their name is in my face. Their initials or my initials with their initials combined. I could give you examples, but I don't want to give away their initials, okay? Very specific things, like very specific synchronicities that could not even be a coincidence at all. Like those will just kind of come at you a little bit and then it calms down again. That also happens. Like very specific. I'm talking like I play video games, okay? Like even my video games are giving me signs of this person. Like what? Obviously like music. You might even feel like they're speaking to you through music. That's pretty common in general in life when it comes to synchronicities and connections. But it can actually cause you to have like emotions tied with it. It's a whole thing. But yeah, the synchronicities will actually, that's the one thing that does bombard me. It really does. And then it goes away. But the amount of times that I see their name is ridiculous to the point where I have to be like, I see, I hear you, stop. And it stops for a little while until it comes back. This one is a little weird, but when do I not talk about weird shit? Involuntary, like, movements of your limbs. Here's the thing. Your higher self and your twin flame's higher self feel so similar that you won't really know exactly who's doing what. But when it is my higher self, my left side of my body will start to move. Like, my arm will dance. If I'm listening to music, I will involuntarily start moving my hand in my arm. And it feels nice. When I am falling asleep, there was a weird thing that happened. I don't even really know. But I was in a half awake, half asleep state, and my limbs started moving on their own, like my leg. And it was on the right side of my body. So I'm like, that's probably like my divine counterpart. And then I felt them like laying on me in this surge of energy. It was like actually really intense. Like, just weird energetic things like that can occur. Also with higher self intimacy, that as well, which I will talk about in a minute because that is also part of this. That does happen. But yeah, super weird. Like I said, most of the time these things are very chill, but sometimes the energy is really intense. So that one got me. I was like, holy shit. Like, I could feel them like laying on me. It was insane. This happens occasionally, but it actually happened recently. A random longing, okay, like out of nowhere, just like it feels like a string is attached to your heart chakra and it is being pulled on. It literally feels like you're being tugged on, right? And it's like, oh, okay. And then you suddenly feel like you just absolutely miss this person and you might cry. You might get emotional. That happened to me. And then it passes and you're good. So that's a strange one for me. And it is not too intense. It is subtle. It wasn't too intense, but I definitely had to like hold my chest and kind of breathe through it a little bit. But that doesn't happen often. I actually think that that's probably them tugging at you, or sometimes you guys might tug at each other energetically at the same time. But that's probably what that is. Especially if the masculine is going through their awakening and realizing things, then yeah, you're going to start to feel it. You'll actually know when they're starting to really awaken to the connection. You'll start feeling their tugging, their longing as your own. You guys really do share an energetic frequency, so that's how that works. It is very energetic. The twin flame relationship is very energetic. This one sucked. Okay, this is one of those intense ones that happened to me. I was actually thinking of them because I was listening to a song and it felt like I was being spoken to. And I don't fucking know, guys. I felt like I was about to have a panic attack out of nowhere because my heart chakra was like starting to pound. And I was like, oh God. So I tried to like breathe through it, but then my breathing, I couldn't breathe. Like, I literally felt like I was having a panic attack, but it was my heart chakra. And it felt like the power of two heart chakras combined. It was powerful. And I had to get up. I had to go outside. I had to call a family member because I thought I was going to pass out because it was so energetically intense. When it calmed down, my entire body was vibrating. It was just vibrating for like 10 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? So that hasn't happened. I have not had like crazy shit like that happen to me for a while. So that was a lot. I was like, that was insane. What the fuck? I don't know what that was, but okay. Yeah. No. Significant dreams. I don't have them too often right now. You might lucid dream and have them there. It just depends. But I'm actually going to tell you something that happened in a dreamscape. And I wonder if anyone else has experienced this. But something that happened to me not that long ago. There is a place where my twin and I reside in a different dimensional plane. And I get to see it every now and then. It is a void. It is like all black. It's like space. And this time it was more focused on me, but I was sitting holding a flame. And this is the thing, okay? The feminine is a flame keeper. That's what I want to call it, the flame keeper. And I actually didn't even know this until this dream. So I'm just giving you information that my dream gave me. But I was the flame keeper, and I was sitting there, and there was a mirror in front of me, okay? It's just me, this flame, and a mirror in this void, this space of blackness, of course, because that's my favorite color. Of course I'd be like there. But what was odd was I remember thinking to myself, because I'm consciously aware, it's like I'm physically here, okay? This isn't just a dream, like it wasn't like that. But I could feel my twin's energy, or my divine counterpart. I could feel their energy. They were energetically there, but they were not physically there, and I felt them strongly. And I was like, who is that in the reflection? Because I was seeing myself in a mirror, and I'm like, oh, that's me. And I went up to myself. This was like the point that the universe showed me. You are in inner union, and you are the flame keeper right now. That's what this dream was. So you will have very significant dreams every now and then. And I went up to myself, and I put my hand up to myself, and it was like another version of myself in the mirror. It was so weird. And I looked into my own eyes, and I admired myself, and then I woke up. So yeah, you might have very crazy or like very significant dreams at this time. And they don't happen too often for me right now, but I want to go back there. I'm like, take me back. I love that place. It's so peaceful. Like, I rarely get to dream of being there. Like, it's nice. It's cool. But like I said, it was weird. My twin was there, but they were not physically like it wasn't a dream with them, but they're kind of always there, really. And that's actually another thing. You just feel like they're always with you, because they are. You guys hold the same literal energetic essence, the same soul essence. So you feel like they're kind of a background noise, or just in the background all the time, like lingering energy, and you're used to it. And it's like, it's not intense. It's just there. I don't know how to explain it. You'll know when you get there. Obviously, like, higher self intimacy does occur. It does for me, but it's actually way different than when I was with my catalyst and had intimacy with their higher self. It is very different. And I'll kind of try my best to give you like how this is different. When you're intimate with your twin flame's higher self, at least for me in my experience so far, it's not a very strong presence of my twin flame or divine counterpart. When I was intimate with my catalyst higher self, it was very strongly their energy. Like, whoa, hello, you're right here. Wow, that's crazy. But with my actual divine counterpart, it's like a presence and not a personality. So they feel too similar to my energy for it to be some crazy, like, whoa, you're right. It's not like that. It's like super, like, it feels like me. So there's no distinctive, like, oh, it's this person. I don't fucking know how to explain it. Your twin feels so much like you. Like, it's easy to gaslight yourself and be like, am I just tripping? Is that me? There's a fuzzy. Get out of here. So those are just the main things. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. I'm always forgetting something. And I'll make more videos on this topic, because more things I'm sure are going to happen. But so far, those are the things that I have experienced. It's, if you are on the twin flame journey and you had a catalyst, it's a lot more chill. You might have moments of energy surges, but it's so much more calm and chill now that you got that karmic cycle intensity out of the way. But even with just twin flames in general, like, once you get that karmic cycle like out of the way, the main shit, the purging, the kundalini, the whole thing, it's a lot more calm. And you're not sitting there waiting for them. It's a knowing. It's not a waiting. You're not waiting. You don't care how long it takes or if it ever happens. It's a knowing. You just know. You don't wait. You're just living your normal life, and you understand that things will just happen the way they're supposed to, and you're not tripping on it. So when you do have these energetic sensations and these things that, happen, it's very like, oh, okay. And then you just keep going, it's not gonna they're short-lived, I don't get many, when I have significant dreams regarding my divine counterpart, I don't get a lot of time with them. It feels like I'm with them for like a minute, and then I wake up. These are very short-lived. They're very chill for the most part. Yes, I will have some extreme sensations, but not often. Whoa, hello. Always fucking shit up. But yeah, so that's just what I've experienced. If you want to touch on any other things that you've experienced, because there's so many other things that could happen, and it's really different for everybody. And some of us have similar things and some of us don't, and that's all right. And always listen to yourself before you listen to me. I'm going to have to start saying that because some people apparently think I'm holding a gun to their head. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, and that I'm forcing them to listen to what I'm saying. Like, what's wrong with you, Larry? I got beef with Larry. Was it Larry? No, I think Larry yeah, it was you, Larry. I know you're watching. Anyway. I love Larry, guys. Don't worry. It's a thing. Anyways, there are twin flame waves. So if anyone is on the wave that I am on where they have truly reached detachment, inner union, I'm going to have a video on detachment coming out soon because that is a journey. It's not like a one-time thing. But yeah, if you're on the same wave as me or you're experiencing any of these kinds of things, please let me know. And I will see you in my next video.